If you are looking to do Masters of Architecture in France, this video is the perfect video for you. In this video, I'll be covering all the topics that are related to application process, what all documents you will need, what is the cost of living, what is the cost of education in France, and how you will apply, what are the visa process. Plus, I will even highlight two of the courses that I saw that are really interesting and I feel like they are really good courses. So I will be suggesting those courses at the end. So try watching this video till the end. This video will be a really helpful video if you are serious about studying in France. So without any delays, let's get started with the video, guys. So point number one, a lot of students have been asking me, do you need to know French? So my answer is no. For the application process, like to get admission in French university, you don't need to know French because there are a lot of courses that are being taught in English entirely, 100% in English. So you don't need to do that. But I would suggest learn at least basic of French because French people are very peculiar about speaking in French. So if you know French, it will be a really helpful thing for you. Second thing, not all the university need IELTS certificate, but I would suggest please go and give your IELTS and you have to score at least 6.5 in all the bands. So keep this thing in your mind. Now coming to the next point, that is your cost of education. So in France, basically all the universities, if you are enrolling in any of the university, your basic education expense would be around 25 to 30 lakhs. That's excluding your living expense. So your living expense will be more 10 lakhs to 12 lakhs. So you have to consider this amount in your mind that, okay, I have to keep this thing aside other than the education. Now let's talk about the documentation that is required to apply for the French university. So the first document that you will require is your transcript, and your transcript should be in English, which I assume all the universities in India would have it in English. So your transcript should be there. Next thing is your resume, CV, and your portfolio. Your portfolio is a very important part. You should show the skill set that you are applying for. So basically, like if you are going for computational design, so you should know the basic of modeling, 3D modeling, rendering, walkthrough. So show all these stuff. Don't clutter your portfolio, but keep it plain, simple. Everything should be explained. And if you want to know more about how to create portfolios of different types, I have made a guide, or I have made a guiding video of that. So go ahead and check it out. And another very important thing which people miss out on, that is your SOP. SOP is even called your statement of purpose. So what you do in SOP is basically prove that, okay, fine, you are totally interested in studying in France and why you are selecting this university, why this particular course, what motivated you, how was your life. Just give an overview so that they know that you are very sincere about your approach for this university. So you have done everything, you have submitted your application. I am showing you like this is how the application process looks like. I'm just giving you an overview. You can go ahead and check out the links in the description for the detailed version of this. After your application process, once you get selected or once you get an offer letter from this university, you have to go ahead and file for the visa. So visa process again takes 3 to 4 months depending on the time when you are applying. So you will have to apply for a long stay visa that is called VLST or VLSTS. It is a complex thing, but anyways, this is a normal form of visa that you will apply, and you have to do the same thing for any country that you are applying for. So basically again you have to submit all your documents, but along with these documents you will have to submit your offer letter as well. So without an offer letter, you won't be able to apply for your visa. So once you get your offer letter, you have to immediately go and apply for your once you start the visa process, you will have to book a medical test examination, which is done for mostly all the European countries and even North American countries. So you will have to go to VFS and book a test for France. So they have a set of tests that they run, like to check like we don't have any kind of STDs or things like that. So it is not a drug test, so don't worry about it. But it is your STD and immune system, your eye, even cancer, things like that will be tested in these tests. Okay, so once this thing is done, you will have to wait for an interview. So you will get a call for interview, then you will have to go and attend that in-person interview where you will be asked similar questions like what you have answered in SOP. So you will be asked why you are choosing France, why this particular course, why this particular university, what is your future plans, your future goals. So be prepared for it. It's not a very difficult task if you have pure intention of studying over there, so there won't be any problem for you. But I always tell all the students that don't say that, oh, I want to settle here, I want to build a business here or something like that. Just show some love for your own country and just tell them like, okay, I'm planning to study here and go back again, set up a business, use the education and the experience that I will gain here while studying, and after studying that while working, I will implement back into my country and things like that. That actually inspires and motivates people that, okay, fine, he's a genuine guy or she's a genuine girl. Now coming on to the living expenses. So basically I did some research like how much the expenses are. So a normal general private flat cost around 600 to 700 euros. So you will have to keep that thing in mind. For part-time work, you will be allowed to work 20 hours a week. There is no system like on-campus work like how you have in Canada. So on campus also you can work just 20 hours. You can't work more than 20 hours. Your travel allowance or travel expenses would be around 84 to 100 euros a month. So your total expense for per month would go around 1000 euros. So I'm sorry for that. But 800 to 850 was a previous calculation that I did, but approximately you should consider that at least you will need 1000 euros to sustain yourself in France. So this is something that you should know. And one more thing that is important, like for your visa, you need to prove that you have a certain amount of money in your bank to sustain yourself. So this amount would be around 7,000 to 8,000 euros. This is something like GIC, which we have here in Canada, where you have to put around $10,000 prior to your arrival in Canada in a bank in your name. So that will be given back to you like per month, like $1,000 or something like that. But here you just have to show that money in your bank account, which is much more convenient to do that. So keep that thing in your mind as well. Plus, you will even have to show that you already have a place to stay. So you won't be a homeless over there. So basically you will have to show like, okay, fine, if your friend is over there, you have to show that this is my address, this is where I will be staying, with whom I will be staying. If you are going for a college residence, then this is the payment receipt that I have paid this much amount and everything, and I will be staying there. So this is something that you will have to figure out even before you apply for your visa or anything. It is a requirement, it is not an option for us. So you have to keep this thing in your mind as well. And now coming to the course part. So I didn't do a lot of research, so I don't want to blabber some universities that I haven't done an in-depth research, but I have previously made a video that which all universities are good to study in France. But this is a university that I haven't mentioned back then. This university is called École des Ponts, and you have two courses that I think that are really amazing. That is one is your computational architecture and other is your BIM lifecycle management. So these two courses are master's course, and you will need to have your architecture degree. No one from other than architecture or construction industry can go into these courses. So at least 4 years of civil engineering degree or 5 years of your master, 5 years of your architecture degree. So this is the basic norm. You should know basic level of modeling, you should know basic software skills. So these are the things that you have to keep in mind before applying for these universities. And guys, if you like this video, if you like my work, if you like what I do, go ahead, hit a like and subscribe to my channel. Your support and your comments are something that keeps motivating me to keep making these videos. And yeah, I keep going just because of you guys. So if you have any kinds of doubts or questions, mention it in the comment section. And guys, take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.